Yo, shout out to the shareholders. You know what I mean? Shout out to the subscribers. We're growing a little bit. I think we got 4 subscribers on YouTube, which is fire. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's been following the Instagram page as well. Um, we've been growing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a few little shorts on YouTube. The one I did about Bron and Stephen A. had, I think it got up to like 1,000 maybe. Um, the other two, they doing what they do. You know what I mean? We getting some comments on a couple of them, which is crazy. It's like I've opened myself up to comments from people, all over the world. So that's dope, man. That's dope. I didn't think I'd make it to episode 2 though, but we here. It feels good. I was gonna do a whole kind of list of things, kind of like I did for last episode, but I think so. I recently dropped a project called Torn, streaming everywhere. It'll be in the links to everything I do as it regards to this episode. But I think I should talk about that, right? I think I should talk about that because it meant so much for me to actually get off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it meant so much for me to actually get off. So I have been having my issues with smoking, right? Smoking and drinking. Having my issues with that. And I'll be honest about it. Maybe I was drinking too much, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I was smoking too much. But I was using those things as like coping mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get stressed, I go get a mail. You see what I'm saying? I get stressed, I take me a couple shots. Thinking that was actually going to kind of help me kind of get away from my problems. And it was kind of hurting me more than I believed it was helping me. And I had to like figure out a way to stop, especially with the smoking. The smoking was getting outlandish. And like, we know if you do so much stuff to your body, then you'll receive the effects of that. Like, right? Like, there is a cause and effect to everything you do. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to have to experience some of those things that happen, once you do decide to consistently do things that'll harm your temple. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make some serious efforts in stopping some of those things. So in the process of me stopping, I picked up a journal. You get what I'm saying? I started journaling. And I spoke about this last episode. I don't think I did. But I started journaling. And I started kind of jotting down my ideas, right? And this is that shit where they tell people, like, do the work on yourself. Like, do the work on yourself. How can you be for other people if you can't be for yourself, right? So it means more than just waking up early and exercising. You know what I'm saying? It means more than just changing your diet. Like, doing the work on yourself is very fucking important so that you can understand who you are as a person. And sometimes you reach these levels in life where it's like, okay, cool. I'm making these decisions, but I want to make different ones. Like, and then you have to figure out how to get to making those different choices, right? In that process. So for me, it was journaling. Like, naturally I make music. So journaling wasn't really that hard for me. You know what I'm saying? So I started to journal every single day. I still keep a journal. You know what I mean? I really don't journal as much on the weekends. I kind of journal what my weekend was about on Monday, right? So I start flipping these pages and start reading through my thoughts and my processes. And, I'm acknowledging my trauma through my journal. So I said, okay, cool. Like, this is good. This is fun. I'm really starting to enjoy identifying these things about myself and figuring out how I'm going to change them. And I think that's the first step to anything, right? Identifying the shit that you don't like about yourself. Like, what do you don't like? You know what I mean? I love myself, think I'm a handsome guy, right? But I'm saying, like, what is it about me that I'm uncomfortable with? And what can I do to change it? So, the journal helped me. And then, of course, what I've been doing my whole music career, right, is I've been taking my thoughts and I've been putting them into my music, right? I've been putting my traumas, my conversations. I've been putting it all into my music for so long. Some of it's cool, some of it's catchy, some of it's fly. But with Torn, I felt super free making this project. Although it's 4 songs, like I believe it's like an opening, a middle, and then an ending to this kind of self-work that I've been doing, right? I think we all come to these levels of self-reflection. And I actually dropped a project on my birthday. So that's another kind of reflecting moment, like reflecting on my year, reflecting on the past couple months. I can happily say right now I'm about 4 months smoke-free, right? I've been tapering off on my drinking. And I'm still doing the work on that, right? I'm still doing the work. We all got work to do. That's the thing about this podcast. I wasn't coming on here to act like I'm perfect. By no means am I perfect. I never walked the earth like that. Only thing I walk the earth is I want to be able to identify the shit that I want to change and work towards changing it, right? So that's what Torn was. So I would like to just walk through the project. Like I'm not as savvy right now technically to play the songs because they belong to me. So in this perspective, like I can play all of the music that I make because I own it, right? I give everybody their credit. If I copy from a producer, they get their credit. You feel me? I do the splits. I know how to do those things. You know what I mean? So it doesn't look like I'm taking all of the credit for the production as well as the writing. So I want to go through these songs and these lyrics because the big thing about Torn, I want you to hear it, right? I want you to listen to it. I want you to understand the perspective I'm coming from. You know what I mean? So that we can grow together. You being a listener, me being an artist, and hopefully we develop a relationship from the things that I share, So the project is called Torn. So the album cover is essentially a blue chair, right? And 2 blue chairs and a blue table. That color is very important. I cannot share why that color is important, but that color is important. Now, what's on the table is a set of flowers, right? That flowers represents the gifts. So my grandpa, God rest his soul, he used to give my grandma flowers for like anything at the drop of a hat, right? That was his way. He showed how much he appreciated her. And I thought that would be dope to show like how much I actually appreciate the listener, right? I appreciate you for sharing my music. That's my gift. Although the project itself is a gift, right? But the flowers represent that gift and how honored I am to be able to share my music with y'all. You feel me? Then you see the shape of the table itself. It's a round table with 2 chairs. Those chairs are reminiscent of chairs my grandmother used to sit on when she used to take her dogs out, right, at the house. And she couldn't really walk as well as she normally did. So she would sit at those tables and let the dogs go do their business, of course. And then they would come back in the house and she would spend time out there. That was her getting her fresh air. There was actually wind chimes that the church had gave my grandmother after my grandfather passed. So you can hear those wind chimes kind of clinging, making noise when the wind blew. And I think that was my grandmother's way of sitting with my grandpa as well. So that chair it was done, bro, for a reason. It was very purpose driven, right? Now, moving on from there, you got the 2 words. So you got me, which of course is me sitting in one chair, and then you got you. So that you actually represents you, the listener. It represents the shit that I'm talking about. It represents my mind, what I'm going through. It represents my successes, my failures. It represents the conversations. It represents a lot. It almost represents that pathway, right, between me and whoever is willing to sit down and have this intimate conversation with me, right? And sometimes it's one-sided because I am a musician and I am giving so much of myself through these verses, but you get to hear it, right? And hopefully when you get up from that table or you turn off that music, you feel a lot closer connected with me than you ever have. You know what I'm saying? So it was purposeful. Like everything, has a reason. And then you get torn, right? So there's 2 seats and something dividing the 2 seats. Once again, you got that representation of that torn, right? Torn. That kind of space in the middle between, 2 destinations, 2 ideas. two points of view, two opinions, two concepts. All right. Now, what I also wanted to do is go into each song, and I want to just walk through what they mean. So the opening, I'm actually getting a call right now. Let me go ahead, and I got to do a better job of let me pause this. Yeah, I had to pick up a call, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we back. So it'll be a brief interruption there in the pod, but we coming right back. But I wanted to open up with the titles of each record and kind of walk through the lyrics and what they mean. So the first song on the album is Layman Drive, right? Not album with EP, it's called Layman Drive. Now the thing about Layman Drive, I wanted to call it the Ghost of Layman, but I didn't want to put any negative energy on the house that my grandma and grandpa, they lived in, and the representation of that and how much it meant to me to see them move into that level. So let me jump into the actual the lyrics to Layman Drive. So with me, I'm a visual person, and I'm stimulated by like small things, but I love like lights. I love open views. I love landscape, you know. And I had an opportunity just to chill one Saturday evening. The house was pretty quiet. I think my son was taking a nap. Wifey wasn't there, and I was just able to like think. So I wrote like, as the sun hid behind the clouds, I'm lying down. I'm justified in every line that I've been rhyming about. Homie told me, stay up on your Kobe, cause your time is now. I'm on my Wimby, on my Paris. How many cares day to day? That number varies. So I'm really in a thoughtful state of mind. Like, the motivation to open up the record was something that I seen that we take for granted, right? As the sun hid behind the clouds, I'm lying down. I'm justified in every line that I've been rhyming about. Homie told me, stay up on your Kobe, cause your time is now. You know, I'm like, yeah, the time is now for me to like let loose, let this intensity go, right? Speaking about diamonds and carats, like, and understanding my regalia, where I'm at in my life, where, you know, before it wasn't this, now it is this. How many carats do I have on a day? Well, shit, that number varies by day. That ain't a flex, it's just where I'm at in my life. You know what I mean? Now it's, I never let them get too close to what I cherish. You'll never be able to infiltrate that. You know what I mean? I'm from the era where that middle button broke on your BlackBerry. You know, pulling out the Howdy Doody coupe smell like black cherry. The Howdy Doody isn't even on Red and Roll no more. People don't even use Blackberries no more. But I'm from that era where, you remember Drake and them would be in the cypher holding their phone rapping. I still write my bars on my phone because of that era and what it meant to me. I'm from that era. You know, no dairy in the child, do the almond milk. I'm 37. I can't be, you know, doing the dairy like I used to. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather buy a fucking BB Simon belt. Now, ain't nothing wrong with having a BB Simon belt at all. Like, at all. But at the same time, it's like, I know that there's more important things that I need to identify in my life than how much money I'm spending on a belt. Now, I did just get done talking about how many carats that I'm wearing, but that's different because carats are all, you know, what you deem necessary or what you feel like you should wear. A lot of people's jewelry ain't even real nowadays, and not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't have to be diamonds to be something of value, and that's kind of what that means. Like, before you fuck with me, you better find yourself. Like, I'm working on me. I'm doing the work on myself. So you really can't fuck with me until you start doing work on you. Like, your opinion doesn't matter at this point in time because what matters is the intensity in which I'm delivering in this music. Cali on fire. I had to check on the homies. We haven't spoken a minute, but we forever connected. You know, I got homies out there that know people that went through things and lost a lot of shit. You know what I mean? It take a second just to send a message. You know, hero of the month, that boy Xavier, something special. And that's a love I could never let go. You can't celebrate the wins if the struggle you was never there for. Like, you can't celebrate these wins with us. And not saying like you as in somebody that's listening. I'm talking about the people who aren't involved and now want to be involved. Like we've done the work. Now it's time for us to reap the benefits. If you want to be a part of this, now you got to put some work in. You got to go through some things with us in order to be a part of this with us. And that's important. Shout out to my son, Hero of the Month. They only get that award to 6 children per grade every year. In the first year my son attends elementary school, he wins it in kindergarten. I'm so proud of him. Like, then we had an instance where we went to church and my son was recognized for this. And he didn't want to go by himself, so I walked with him. Crazy moment. I put it in my flows, which means I'm really living my music. So after they, say what this award means, and, we didn't even have his grades there. I didn't show his grades. Boy getting straight A's. Shout out to my son, bro. He's going crazy. I'm never going to be that guy that's telling his son what to do. Or I just want him to experience life, and hopefully he choose something that fulfills him. So I'm like, after they get done saying it, I'm like, bow. Like, we bow, he bow. So I'm bowless to acknowledge your gift. This is proud as a father could get. Them little raps that you jotting couldn't polish my whip. It's either make or miss. We don't dealing with ifs. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, I never gloat, but I'm fucking good at rap. I'm really good. Like, I'm really good. Whether I'm giving the accolades, I'm acknowledged, whether I open up for specific artists, I know when it comes to making music, I make great music, bro. I do. Every single time, 10 times out of 10, I'm going to have you bobbing your head. I'm going to give you something to take with you after you listen to my music. So the little shit that these niggas is writing, bro, they couldn't polish my whip. I would never beef with nobody. I would never go there with nobody. I got too much time on my hands. I'm too thoughtful. I'm too dedicated. Every word, every line, everything means something to me. I'm not a lyrical miracle guy. I write my life. So if I write how I really live and I really go there, it'll be a problem. And I'm not even being funny. I'm being for real. I really do this and I do it at a high level. That's why I'm getting into this podcast space, because now I'm understanding it. I can talk. I can do a lot of things. The podcast ain't the only thing that I'm going to do. This ain't going to be the only thing I do. All Shares Club wasn't even supposed to be podcast at first. It was supposed to be a clothing line. I was finna jump into fashion, leisure wear, comfortable shit. That's where I was going with it. But I had to revamp some things. My ideas run freely. Now it's time for me to get them out. This is what this platform is for. This is what this connection means. Back to what I was saying. They couldn't polish my wit. Don't play with me, right? I ain't the one to play with when it comes to writing verses and music. I'm good at it. Really good. Not good like not great. I'm good like damn near great at it. But I don't want to toot my own horn and get too, conceited about my music, because that's not what it's for. But I do this well. When that intensity is there, it's either make or miss. We don't dealing with this, and I'm guilty of not acknowledging the good things that I've done. Right, a long way from Great Swish's bag of sweetest fish. These little niggas probably good as they ever get. Sweetest and tenements, which is like donuts and cakes, right? This shit is sweet, really good. The patterns just flew in from the Netherlands. Stop playing with me. That's a pair of sneakers. Just came in. They flew in. You feel me? It's no box that they could set us in, so I go back into the box. Bro, you not interrupting my regimen. So nothing that you doing is going to interrupt this shit. And now I'm not speaking to you, the listener, is like on some derogatory shit. I'm talking about other people. And the same shit should apply to you. Like, don't let nobody knock you off your square. You're not interrupting my regimen. Fall victim to my finishing move. See, I found some other beats I could use. Yeah, I found some other beats I could use. Not the ones you said you was going to give me, the ones you said I could rap on, right? You turned your back on me. I remember that shit. Yeah, you can't do things to me and I don't remember them. I'm going to remember everything. I'm going to remember everything. I'm going to speak on every situation that I feel comfortable speaking on. And me talking about shit is definitely helping me. So my music actually helps me. The listener has been my therapist for a number of years. Found some other beats I can use. This is art. My first meet and greet at the Louvre. Stop, man. Like, I'm cooking soul. I'm used to putting my feet in the food. In every role I assume, quietly spacing the room and modestly showing my jewels. And honestly, mama, I can't lose. Every space I walk in, I'm taking it up. Whether I'm loud, whether I'm boastful, whether I'm quiet, I'm taking up space. I'm taking up space. I'm taking it up respectfully, responsibly. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. That's Layman Drive. And I wanted to open up the record with that. Open up the project. Now we get to journal entries. This is special because I wrote a lot of this verse in pieces per entry. So it's very choppy, but it's technical at the same time. I'm writing journal entries the 16th of January, right? I'm sipping a mocktail, apple and cranberry. I go down rabbit holes. My mind gets top heavy. I used to have cold feet, but now the boy's so ready, right? I wasn't ready to change my life. We get to this torn idea. I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready to understand. You got to move between these two spaces. You got to split this veil and figure out what's going on. You got to. You can't leave it up. You got to make a choice. What's the choice? I'm ready now. You feel me? I was drinking too much. I wasn't thinking enough. I wasn't there for you. How selfish of me. How selfish of me. Like, I wasn't there to acknowledge the things I've done wrong. Like, I wasn't there for you. This could be another person or it could be myself. I wasn't there for myself, too busy shielding myself from what was real. Now I'm ready to step into that light. I fell short of my love. I fell short of my mark. I'm acknowledging I ain't shit. Not I ain't shit, but I ain't shit for running away from these ideas, right? Part of this shit is my fault. Even on the video, like, I blew that up on my Instagram so you can see part of this shit is my fault. I've done it to myself. Now it's up to me to make the change. I felt a part of this shit is my fault. I thought I could do it myself, right? It's either that or on my back feeling bad for myself. Now what would that even solve? Learning to meditate in this state I can see in the dark. I fear, revere God. Shit could appear to be what you need, but it's still off. Winston is still with me. His lessons in earshot, right? Like, I don't have to feel alone. I don't have to celebrate my wins by myself. I could talk to God. I could talk to my grandfather. He still could be proud of me in the spiritual realm. He's with me every single day. His lessons are in earshot. I'm not by myself as I walk through this. And I fear, revere God. I fear him, but I revere him respectfully. I'm not feared, scared. I fear and revere him. You get what I'm saying? Never reveal the secrets of what this is built on. I'm built for it and still going. Homie wouldn't acknowledge his trauma. I feel for him. He's still torn. Now I'm still playing with it. Now I'm acknowledging it. But I'm kind of scared to acknowledge it for real, because what does that mean? When you peel back the layers of who you are, you start understanding like, yo, I fucked up there. I wasn't right. I didn't do that right there. Now it's time to make it right. My grandpa used to tell me every day, say, today is the first day of the rest of your life. You choose to be different, right? Torn. Sometimes surprised. Look, sometimes I'm surprised that I made it home. Baby on the line like, nigga, you could have called. Hitting the wall with hopes of feeling involved. Like, I need to hit a wall just to feel like I'm involved in something. On the edge of the bed, just praying it's wearing off. Now I'm room spinning. This grip that I have on life is loosening. Room dimming, excessively using it. Eyes heavy, tearing up. My nigga, I'm losing it. I'm so much better than this, but how are you proving it? Like, I'm talking to me. Like, this not about nobody else. I'm talking to me. I don't know if anybody else is going through situations where they hitting the wall. They doing stuff to themselves to make sure that they can feel something. I just need to feel something. But in the process of that, you going down the wrong path. You fucked up. Fucked up. I was fucked up. I made some horrible decisions. I've done some bad things in my life, but I'm changing them by acknowledging what the fuck they were and what I need to do to move forward. That's the blessing in it. I'm torn, still diving, still debating, still working on me every single day. I'm not perfect at all. You feel me? But I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it, and we all should be doing that. So even when I pass out in this verse, I'm drunk and I pass out on it, at least I know what I'm wrong at. So many of us do wrong and like, you're wrong. Fix it. Work on fixing it. And even if you can't, at least you take the opportunity to let a motherfucker know, like, yes, I'm working on me. I'm actively trying to fix things. This is a journal entry about myself going through dry January. I'm having a mocktail in this verse. It's important, man. It's important to do the work on yourself. Don't forget about who you are. And don't let nobody tell you what you can't be moving forward. You determine this shit. You can determine the outcomes of your life. You can. That's journal entries. That's a very important record too. Beats crazy. A lot of these beats wasn't even the beats people heard in the beginning though. Now, here we go. The next record, It Was You. Now, the reason I titled it Was You, because I was watching All About the Benjamins. And remember when he had him in a thing and he was using a screwdriver on his arm. And he said, "You the one that shot at me. It was you. It was you." Right? It was you. It was you. It's okay, bro. We remember shit. We don't forget. Not me. Hopefully none of y'all forget the shit that's been done to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you don't let that impact the relationships you have with other people. And I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of using my traumas and bringing them into new situations and carrying my baggage. And now I'm fucked up trying to build something with somebody else on a friendship level. They do something that reminds me of something that somebody else did. Now I'm all the way out. I'll be cool on you quick. Disappear. Poof. Like Batman with the poof. Gone. That'd be me. But I can't do that. Right? I can't do that. So let's talk about God's voice. Now, I titled it God's voice before I even rap. Right? But let's talk about, so when I rap, I hear God's voice, never mind yours. I was so guilty of trying to rub shoulders with people, and I wanted them to know Wayne was a good rapper. That's all I ever wanted in my life was the guys that made the decisions. Wayne's a great rapper. That's all I wanted. So I didn't give a fuck how fucked up that person was. I wanted to people please them. I was a people pleaser, for sure I was. Everybody has that era when they're people pleasing. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to maneuver. They're trying to shake because my professional career wasn't doing what it needed to do. So I'm like, if that ain't going to work, now I got to make sure this rap work. What can I do? How far can I get outside? What can I do to make shit shake? What can I wear? How many times I got to go to these different places and rub shoulders with people to show them that I care about what they brand is so they can and then care about my brand. But that's the fucked up shit. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're doing. They don't care. It's what have you done for me lately? Motherfucker drop 30 points for 2 months and then go a month without scoring 10 points and they didn't forgot all the shit you done did. That's what life is about. You know what I mean? And the people aren't wholesome and shit, right? But anyway, when I rap, I hear God's voice, never mind yours. 4 coupes driving down Mitchell Ave like a convoy. This is real shit. Me and my homies rhyming on Lennon's 11.5, no try on. My chain stand out amongst my plainness. Forest green cashmere sweater, my job thankless. This is me talking about my professional career. And it ain't thankless in the aspect of I don't get thanks from the people that I serve. I just be wanting more opportunities, more responsibilities. And it doesn't come, but that doesn't mean I'm not doing good work. So I'm talking to myself. I think my job is thankless, but it actually isn't. This is that torn piece with me stepping back into my trauma. In these records, you can hear it. You can hear it. You get all your inspiration from Pinterest. Pushing my limits, only thing I'm ever concerned with in turn is benefits and being the one that earned it. Fuck you, I'm deserving. I'm deserving of the things that I have received in my life, right? Good, bad, or indifferent, right? Let this, what did I start off with being the one that earned it? Let this serve as the reason you boys should tell the truth. Watch me embellish my wrist, how I'm jealous of you. You was hating, ain't gotta say it. I could tell it was you. I know it's y'all, man. I know it is. There's so many times that I'd have been like, yo, what's going on? It's you. It's you. Right? And that's okay. That's okay. But once you acknowledge that, now it's time to move on. We, me, you, I cannot keep using the shit that wasn't done for me as intensity to help me make new things. Like, I can't do that. That's not gonna put me in a positive place. Right? It's not. It's not. But it was you. It was you. Like, I'm embellishing my wrists and shit now. Like, you know what I mean? I start with the other one, then I get sexy with the end of the set. I say orange wine over paella. Go get you some paella. Go get the orange wine. Fire. Over rock. Warm it up. Over the rock. Well, however you do it. However you like your beverages, right? Orange wine over paella, right? Applauding the way I arrange these bars like parlays, the stargazer. Arrange these. All right. Jet Moto, the Wave Runner, did the platinum yays on them. They suffering at the fact they did me wrong and I ain't say nothing. Now, sometimes this fucks me up because I'm quick to be like, yo, you that fucked me up, bro, and just hold it in. And it'll come out in another area. You know what I mean? But that's not okay. That's not okay at all. Um, but it's important to acknowledge it, but that's not okay at all. Um, yeah, man. Meanwhile, the watch case is see-through. Meanwhile, it's garlic butter and seafood. My Jordan 3s from 17, I'm peaceful. My voice is not really necessary. I need you. I used to. I used to need you. I used to need your pat on the back. I used to need that encouragement. I used to. Now I get my encouragement from other areas, from the people who actually love me and give a fuck about who I am. It's very, very, very important. In the same chain that Nas gave Shorty hard believe on Pots came before me, I'm cooking. From a Sentra, Nissan Sentra fighting entities with a journal entry. If I said it's you, it's really me. Then we come back full folk. Boom. It was you, but it's really me, bro. It was you, but it's really me. I've identified that this no longer serves a purpose in my life. It's time for me to move on. Not musically, but just everything. Places you go, energy that you feel, certain things you do. It's not you, it's me. And now I'm moving forward in that direction. Let's proceed. So yeah, we didn't pause again real quick. Had to bust a move, eat a breakfast sandwich or two. It's Saturday morning. It's a beautiful morning, right? We doing the things that we should do on a Saturday morning. It's all about, experiencing life. That's what I'm doing. I've got some ginger turmeric, you feel me, tea. We're vibing, having a great conversation, walking through the Torn project. I think it's gonna be dope. But let's jump back into it. Last record on the project. I get to stumping in, stepping on shit. I get to grinding my feet in your carpet every time I want to step in that bit. So I was going to call it SNS, right? But then I started thinking of Glorilla's song and, the F and F and all that weird shit. So I'm like, nah, I can't call it that. So the title of the track came from the last bar, right? I carry light in abundance, which meaning that even in the space that I'm in of working on me and understanding the things that I have going on, I'm still able to like carry light. I'm still worth something at the end of the day. Even though I have failed, I've had my failures, I've had my difficulties, I'm worth something. I'm moving in the direction of something positive, and that's all I want. I don't need the sun, the moon, and the stars. I just want to be positive. I just want to impact in a positive way. I just want to build in a positive way. I just want to carry my light in a way that other people want to carry theirs, right? Undim that shit. Take the top off the fucking lamp, right? Let your light shine. Let it shine in abundance and carry that shit everywhere you go. When people see you, they should see that shit. Not on no cocky shit, you feel me? But just on some real, I see that buddy carrying light. I see that sister, she carrying light. That means something to other people because you never know how that then will affect your interactions with others. But let's jump into the verses. This one gets deep. Second verse in particular is because I'm having a conversation with my grandmother. So once again, I get to stumping in, stepping on shit. I get to grinding my feet in your carpet every time I want to step in that bitch. That's bravado. You don't want to be the one I'm stepping on, kid. Doctor says her or me, but she let the boy live. Mama let the boy live. So before I was born, my mama dealt with some complications with me. It was her and me. I was pulling too much from her body for her to actually live. I was taking too much from her. And the doctors was telling her, we're going to have to cancel this. We're going to have to cancel it. But my mama said no. My mama said no. She let me live, even if that meant that she could be, seriously injured or maybe even die, right? It was life or death with me. But she picked me. That means I was supposed to be here. She picked me. And that's always an important, I always reference that a lot in my music, that I was picked to live and carry on life, right? I was. So I wanted to acknowledge that in this verse. Doctor said, you know, my mama let the boy live. I can hear her screaming, live, Monty. My name ain't Monty. But there's a movie called Daddy's Little Girls where him and this lady, they have a moment where she tells him that he needs to live, right? And live by not like live like he was finna kill himself, but live like enjoy your life. Be as great as you can possibly be. And she always said that to me. So shout out my mama, man. Shout out my mama. And we always talk in movies, so that's a reference that we have. But some of the references that we make are very serious and they mean a lot to us. So I'm glad I can always share that moment with my mother. No fear. Listen, God guides me, right? Through this life I'm trying to live. Diamond in my ear, cut, shape, origami. Cut, shape, origami. How he made it this far? Prayer, probably. Like, how did I get to this level in my life? Prayer. And I'm not saying I'm so far ahead, but I enjoy a specific life because I've been blessed to have that. But how did I get this far? Through all of the traumas, through all of the drunken nights, through all of these things that I failed at. How I get this far? You know what I'm saying? Prayer. That's the only way. That's the only thing I could call it. I know Cat Williams had that conversation on the podcast. We talked about you don't believe in nothing. You gotta believe in something. There's you can't walk through this life like it's you. And I was. That's why I was feeling alone. That's why I was feeling defeated. That's why I wasn't feeling worthy. Because I thought I was alone and I wasn't. People were praying for me. People were putting me in positions, right? And not putting me there, but they were putting me in their prayers. That watchful eye means everything. That is why I am where I am in life. Because of the prayers of people who fucking care about me. Make sure you got some people that's praying for you. They ain't praying for you. If they ain't uplifting you, they ain't feeding you. My wife always talk about, her cup overflow. You know what I mean? I hope that I'm giving to people what they feel like they're giving to me. Those long handle spoons, man. We got to feed each other. We got to take care of each other because that's all we got. And hopefully the person that you are praying for, person you are feeding, person you are pouring into, giving it back to you. Because we all need something at some point in time. Try box me that Amir Ali. I move wind because his spirit got me. My grandfather's nickname was Windy. I move wind because his spirit got me. I'm moving with him every single day. Back to that shit, I'm not alone. My grandpa ain't gone. He with me. I can carry him with me everywhere. I have to remind myself of that. So do you. If you lost a loved one, they with you. They haven't left. They're not gone. They are with you. So now we get into this place where I say au revoir, right? I don't know if I pronounced it right, but I just be rapping, right? Technically. But like I'm saying, so long, man. Because this verse, I thought this was my swan song. I'm done with music. I've made so much music in my life. Since like As Long As It Takes Two, I've been on an amazing run as it pertains to my rapping, making music. You know what I'm saying? We did As Long As It Takes Two. Then I did The Lows. Then I did I Wish You Well. Then we did The Fast. Right? Now we're doing Torn. Like, these are phenomenal bodies of work. I thought I was done on I Wish You Well. I ain't got to dim my light, the brain. I thought I was out. Boom. I won't rap anymore. Right? But every time I think that is the case for me, I always am given this energy to keep creating, whether it's in a musical format, whether it's in, if I'm podcasting, I'm talking, I'm having conversations, I'm doing things in the culture, right? I always think I'm done up until that point where it's like, really like, so long for niggas. Every gear that I hit was all conditioned. Shots I call specific. I gave my all in every audition. I gained and emotionally lost. See, the fall was in a prime position. When you get broken down when it's time for you to fall, you fall where you're supposed to fall. You got to go back and get something there where you fell out. There was this video that I seen on Instagram, this months ago, where like this guy was walking up steps, and every time he got to a certain step, he would fall off. Boom, fall off the steps. Then he walk up, boom, fall off. Walk up, boom, fall off. And I was looking at it like, damn, there's something that you need where you fall at. You got to revitalize yourself so that you can step higher. And you might get to the top and fall, but you gotta fall in order to figure out how far, you can actually climb. I know that's super cliche, but it's for real, man. When you fall, it ain't to fuck you up. It's for you to realize and learn some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it hurts though. It hurts while you learning how to move and maneuver and strategize and process and plan. That shit hurts, bro. Nothing gonna be perfect, and that is my downfall. I have and will forever search for shit that I think looks perfect. Aesthetically pleasing things. I've always been that way. But perfection is only in your opinion of it. Because what you deem as perfection could be some mediocre shit to somebody else. But that fall is always going to be in a prime position, not only for me, but for you. Recognize the fall. Learn something from it. Keep climbing. Climb through that shit. So, reminded of the blinders that I had on for niggas. So watch as my trauma unfold. Calls was never returned. Stories have yet to be told. Now the shit is for me. No need for the opinions of old. I still value the opinions of people who I believe fuck with me. But if I don't think you fuck with me, I'm not going to let your opinion of anything that I do hold weight. It's not about how much money you got, how popular you are, how big your brand is. It doesn't matter unless I truly feel like your opinion is coming from a place that can actually fucking help me. But I don't need to get those opinions of old. Those people don't matter. Not that they mattered and they had to matter at a certain point in my life. But now those opinions do not matter. Because I'm walking with a different purpose. I'm creating from what I deem is necessary, not what you deem is necessary. My trajectory isn't based on yours, it's based on mine. Long as I have one. Fuck what they think or how far you feel like you're going to go. Long as you got one. Long as you got a plan, you got an idea, you're moving towards something that you feel like is going to be better for you and your family and the ones that care about you. That's what's fucking important. Listen to those people. So I don't need those opinions of old. Niggas is cap and your top not for me to expose. I found peace in my home. You ain't got to lie about how you feel, my nigga. We grown. Be open and honest with your shit. You don't fuck with me, that's cool. I actually don't want everybody to fuck with me. That's important to me. Not that I'm going to come off like a dick or put you in a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable. Like, everybody not going to like me. They ain't going to like you. I ain't everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's breakfast sandwich. I'm not. I'm not for everybody. I'm not. My wife will tell you sometimes I piss her ass out. You know what I'm saying? But it's different when it's about people that's in your home, though. You get what I'm saying? I found peace in my home. I want to make sure this is spicy. This is special. But we ain't got to lie about how we feel about each other, man. I never had to associate myself with somebody who I feel don't deem me necessary to get respect. It's funny, too. I've experienced some weird shit on my birthday for the past 2 years, too. Weird shit. Some of that shit I believe was supposed to happen, right? Like some of it was supposed to happen for me to see. I got to find out, right? Would you rather be in the dark or be in the light? A little bit. I prefer it that way. Now, as I get older, like I said, I was a people-pleasing ass nigga. I'm guilty of stroking your ego if it's going to benefit me in the long run. No more. No more. No more. I don't have to go out of my way to do nothing anymore. I can create my bubble, and those who need to be in my bubble will be there. If not, hey, sorry. That's real. That's real. Now we get, in this record abundance, we get a little deeper in it. May my reach be as far as I dream. Even if it's par for the course, at least I put my feet in the green. I've been in the room. I've been there. I've been in those places. I really have. I loosely touched on this last episode, but I have been in some rooms. I've played the game at the highest level. I have. Well, I wouldn't say highest level, but that level before the highest level. I've been there. I've been there. I've been flat foot in front of the people who rap, and I gotta rap. Rap for real. Not for fake. For real. Not a game. They're listening to everything you saying. Shit gets real on that level. And even if I don't ascend and I'm not on stages, I know I've been on the green before. I've shot par on the course before. If those of you who know golf know what par mean. If it's a par 4, you get to the hole in 4. If it's a par 5, you get to the hole in 5. I've got to the hole in 5. Whether it was professionally, locally, state, like I've got there. I've shot par. I was par for the course, boy. I'm telling you. I shot even. A lot of people can't say that, and I can't say that. That's why I say I don't play when it comes to this musically. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tooting my own horn. I'm just being for real. I'm being for real. Here it is. This is as free as I felt in a while. Criticism I took with a smile. Maybe they fuck with it now. See, my post was postponed, but the others, they supported out loud. You can kind of feel just like where I'm going with that. That's back to that people pleasing. That's back to wanting. Could you post this for me? Could you like it? Did you like my post? Could you post it for me? How'd you feel about it? Did you fuck with it? What's your favorite record? Number 1, number 4. What does that look like? Do you see where I was going with this? Do you get it? Fuck that. I was the guy. I was that guy that did it. We all are guilty of it. I was definitely guilty of it. That's why I say this is as free as I felt in a while, making music. That I didn't make this for anyone in particular. It was made for myself. It was me dealing with my own shit. This is what you got from that. I didn't got to slap nobody on stage at the Oscars to deal with my own shit. I didn't have to fuck up so bad to deal with my own shit. I had to acknowledge what my shit was, sitting over in the corner, all the shit. What the fuck is this? Why am I doing this? Why do I play depressed? Why do I, why? Oh, that's why. I'm scared to talk about my feelings. I'm scared to have this conversation. I think I need this relationship. I think I got to move like this in order to get to where I need to go. Oh, I got to know you. No, I don't, bro. I don't have to do those things. Only thing I got to do is be Dwayne, bro. Same thing with you. Be you. Whatever that looks like. Move in that direction. That is going to benefit you more than making a connection with somebody who really don't give a fuck about you. So don't worry about why your post was postponed. You post your own shit. The other day I told everybody my album was good, my project was good. That's the first time I ever done that vocally, ever. I wait till I'm 37 and wait till I make a 4-song EP about the shit that I'm fucking going through to tell people how good it is. What about As Long As It Takes Two? That was good. I Wish You Well was good. You know what I'm saying? When as long what was the other thing that I did? When You Wasn't Watching, that was amazing. 2 of those over COVID. That Thank You EP was great. All of the music that I made is good. It just comes at different parts of my life, whether I'm maturing, whether I'm understanding, whether I'm building, whether I'm critiquing, analyzing. All of these pieces have been put into torn. I had to make that other shit to get here. Now, what will it sound like moving forward? Who knows? But I had to make that stuff. I had to go through that shit to get to abundance. I had to dim my light in order to carry it with abundance. I had to dim it and see what it felt like to dim that shit before I could walk with it. This shit be important, bro. I don't do this shit haphazard. This shit ain't just random. I'm not here to make you snap and dance and shit. I'm talking to y'all through this music. And whether you're an artist, whether you are you got a job, move with that abundance because you got it. You wouldn't have been put in the seat if you couldn't do it. You feel me? I get to the hook where I say, let's just say I'm on my own. I found my way. Sometimes I don't. That was the hook. The other piece of it was, it just might be my time to go, but I didn't say it. Who knows why I didn't say it? I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole where I think I didn't say it. Maybe it's not my time to go. Not like die, like kill myself. Not like that, but you know what I mean? Maybe that's why I didn't say it, but it didn't fit. It might not be my time to go. It might not be my time to stop making music. Maybe this shit is going to help somebody. This episode 2, maybe the podcast helps somebody. Who knows? But I'm going to move with intention. I'm going to move in a direction that's serving me, that's feeding me, that's giving me that energy I need to give to my family and take care of my business and put the people I love most in a position to be successful. That's what I'm going to do. You need to do the same shit. Just as much as I say this shit on this camera and this microphone, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. This real shit. Now, second verse in abundance is crazy. Now I'm talking to my lady here, okay? She just want to dance with me. She just want to be with me. The dance ain't the dance. The dance is she just want to be with me, right? Let me lead, seeing the man in me, stuck around where y'all abandoned me. Those 3 lines was for her. Basically acknowledging the woman that you are and still being able to allow yourself to be led by me. That's a whole nother conversation that we will get into at another opportunity. What Jill Scott said, you can't tell me what to do if you can't tell me what to do. Talking to a mate or a male suitor, you have to live your life in such a way where other people can see direction in you, see where you going, see what you trying to do. Then they allow themselves to get on board with you. That don't mean they can't question what the fuck you got going on. We gonna have questions, we gonna have dialogue, we gonna have discussion. But as long as we get to a place that helps both of us, helps the family, helps us go there together, that's what matters. That's what leading is in a household as a man to me. Lead with intention. Lead by your actions. Lead by how much you pray. Lead by your religion. Lead by what you choose to do and what you choose not to do. Lead by the groups and organizations that you choose to be a part of. Lead by the things that you create. That's how you lead. That's how people follow you. If you ain't doing nothing that's worth following, they're not going to fuck with it. Period. I'm never leading in a way that'll put somebody in harm's way. Never. I'm leading us out of the darkness, not into the wilderness. Never. I am a fixer, and I'm going to fix things, and I'm going to put it in its proper place. Although I am aggressive, I run through walls. But I'm only running through walls with the intention to open up some space for the people who fucking following me, bro. That's how I move. I hate the way you passed, but I never got the chance just to ask, was you a fan of me? I would send my grandma my music through links. I don't know if she ever listened. Was I talented? Did I figure out the proper ways to balance it? I apologize for every part that I played and I acknowledge it. See, the silence is deafening and I'm still having a hard time accepting what's currently selfishly shedding what isn't serving me. Hopefully this isn't the first time you heard of me. Now, I'm not talking to my grandma. I'm talking to her through that whole process. I did some foul shit toward the end. I didn't say why, though. I never got an opportunity to say why I did that, why I made those. I couldn't. Every time I got around my grandma, I felt like a little boy because she was always my safe space, always. I could talk to her about anything. Good shit happens to me at work. I get a raise. I get a promotion. I just paid off my car. First person I thought about was calling was her because she would have been so fucking proud of me that I was able to do that. She didn't have to do it for me. But in the process, I believe she was upset that I was growing up. She couldn't see like, yo, this isn't my little Dwayne anymore. He's a man now. He has a family. He's got bills he's got to take care of. He's got to pick his son up when he get off of work. He can't just come over here and be at my beck and call. That was hard for her to understand, but I wish I could have had an opportunity to have that discussion with her. So now here it is. I'm having it with y'all. You think she hear me? Maybe. Now I'm saying I hope this isn't the first time the listener has heard from me, though. If this is your first time hearing WayneFowler, yo, welcome to the show. Welcome to the shit show. welcome, right? Enjoy it. Go back. Listen to the music that I've made in the past. Enjoy it. Love it. Remember on, what's the movie with LL Cool J? In Too Deep. Love it. Love it. Right? For real. This is real shit. I pray this isn't the first time you heard of me, but it is. Welcome, goddammit. Help me clean up some of this shit. Welcome. Remember on the episode of Fresh Prince when they was all walked into they was fixing up apartments and stuff, and niggas is standing around? No, help us clean up some of this shit, bro. You feel me? Us, the people who are with me, we need you. We need as many bodies, hands, feet as possible. Shit is a thick around here. You know what I'm saying? We need you. We need you to subscribe. We need you to fucking download. Pay 99 cents for a song. Help us out. Although I don't do it for money at all. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this shit. You feel me? The shit get real, man. But I believe in it. I really do. Selfishly shedding what isn't serving me. If it ain't for me, it's not going to come with me anymore, bro. If it ain't filling me, you know what I'm saying? If I got to work too hard to make it work, it ain't going to work for me, dog. If it isn't convenient, it isn't going to work for me, dog. Now, this doesn't apply to shit that I got to actually work for. Like, you're not going to just get paid and sit in the house from your job. You got to work for it. I get that. I'm talking about relationships. And, like, if it ain't, you know how you make that face like, I might. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wearing New Balance. I tell people all the time, 37, I'm wearing New Balance now. My life is built on comfort. I got a lot of hoodies and cargo pants. I'm comfortable. If it isn't comfortable, it ain't for me, dog. If it doesn't taste well, if I'm not used to it, if I go to Papa Do's and it's not the table in the middle, I'm not comfortable. Put me at the table. I want. If we got to pay a couple dollars to reserve some shit, that's what we going to do for comfort. That's what we doing. We're going to go through the drive-thru, bro. I'm going to DoorDash 2 coffees so I don't have to leave the crib. I'm doing shit for convenience and comfort. Everybody in my life is. Whatever makes the most sense for everybody is what I'm doing. Because if it makes the most sense for everybody, it's what I'm doing too. Shit. It's real. Convenience is the key. Comfort is the key. We don't want to be all disgruntled and tight. No. I got an event I'm going to today. I'm going to be comfortable. Fuck you gonna do about it? But you gonna ban me? Fuck out of here, bro. I'll go someplace else that I feel comfortable going. This shit be for real, bro. It's for real. Let's finish now. I'm joking, right, at this part, but like these things I'm not joking about, right? So the silence is deafening. I'm still having a hard time accepting what's currently selfishly shedding, but isn't serving me. Hopefully this isn't the first time you heard of me. If somebody down here that you're speaking to, just pray they get the word to me. Just pray they get the word to me. I'm all out of excuses. That shit is counterproductive. How I'm viewed in your lens is really not a discussion. I carry light in abundance. Now here we go. My old self and how you view me doesn't matter because I know as the work that I'm doing, it's always going to be something that puts me in a place of blessing, understanding, being conscious of my environment, conscious of the things that I'm doing. I carry light in abundance. I don't have to dim it. I don't have to act like it isn't there. I don't have to tell people I'm not fly. Yeah, I look nice today. I did this because I wanted to do this. I put this together because I wanted to. I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to peel back the layers of who I am as a person. Hopefully I gave out some game today. We on episode 2, y'all. We cooking. We on our way to 10 subscribers. That's the goal. Let's do 10 episodes and see what happens from there. Once again, shout out to the shareholders. My EP touring is streaming live wherever you can stream music at. I know for sure it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. song. You know what I mean? I'm posting videos and being more creative with my videos that I'm posting on my Instagram. You know, but it's all about how we can carry light, man. How you can identify the shit that you need to change, and that's the first step. If you know you need to change and you don't identify that shit, then that's, you feel me? But if you know it, try to do something that actively help you, make that change. And I'm going to appreciate you more for it. So once again, this is WayneFowler signing off, episode 2, Torn. We out. Y'all be safe. Peace.